What is going on, guys? It's your boy icjosh back at it again with some more Ultimate Ninja Blazing. And so what we're going to be talking about today is, yes, you've read by the title, there is some nerf and buffing going on in Ultimate, well, in the Ninja World Clash. So we're going to talk about that, and also what we're going to talk about before we really get into the juicy things. We're going to talk about this new and upcoming the new stuff that's coming for the update. I think it's the 2.0, version 2.0, and so what we're going to be getting right here, the first thing is there is a Blazing Awakening that is going to be issued into the game probably after this, for this maintenance. So basically it's for every card that you, well, not every card, basically some that you have that is like certain level 100 or higher, 6 stars, will be able to get this special Blazing Awakening. So there's material, and then it costs obviously Ryu as well to awaken him, and then for battle in the Ninja World class. So basically, if you're in terms of Dokkan Battle, I would possibly say this may be a TUR type of thing. So it may be like a TUR 6 star, because I'm still thinking that this game probably is going to introduce like 7 stars at some point in time, just for the fact that, you know, we don't have any like real, like, you know, legendary cards like that right now. So I'm thinking they may actually do something like that at some point down the road, because again, this is their you know, after their 1-year anniversary. So and if I do remember correctly, Ultimate Ninja Dokkan Battle had the same thing when they had their 1-year anniversary, and then after that I think they introduced you know, LR Goku and stuff. So maybe this is kind of their certain way to kind of do this with certain like level 106 stars. Maybe they're gonna do something like that, but I'm thinking that it's probably gonna be like a TUR type of thing for 6 stars. And then there's the Ninja World Clash Grand Opening, so I think it's Season 2. Now another big thing is for the 2.0 update, Ramen Report and Searching for Scrolls missions. They're gonna have so the Searching for Scrolls is gonna have an A rank, and then the Ramen Report is gonna have an S rank now. So that's kind of cool. So maybe you can actually just get the 4-star ramen bowls for the S rank. That would actually be kind of cool if you could just literally do that. Because then I would highly advise everyone really do that and just stock up on those. And that's kind of what's going to be going on for those updates for that. Now another thing for this server maintenance, well, the maintenance, yeah, pretty much server maintenance, is that there's going to be some balancing going on for the Ninja World Clash, and a lot of cards, and I do mean a lot of cards, are going to get balanced. And not all these balances kind of mean that everything's going to be nerfed necessarily. Some things could probably get buffed, but a lot of these cards are a lot of cards that people use in the Clash. And if you actually read this, they kind of say that they kind of want to do some balancing for characters to avoid the following 2 situations, which is a team formation that is unbeatable. We all know that we had that one, I think there was like a Hashirama. I used Hashirama, Madara, and Obito for a while. Then a lot of you guys were like, you know, don't take off Obito, put in Gaara, and I put in Gaara, and Gaara did work. So those 3 right there were literally just a really unstoppable combination. I still even use that for my Phantom Castle run, which I'll show you after this in a second. But yeah, it's really that's a really good combination. I know a lot of you guys probably have other combinations as well. So everything on this sheet that I'm about to kind of like show you guys, and you know, scroll down so you guys can actually see, not everything is going to get nerfed, but a lot of things are probably going to get nerfed. So for the speed of adjustments right here, as you can see, that's a pretty big list of cards ranging from 5 to 6 star to literally 2 star. And the first one that you can see at the top is Obito Uchiha, Despair of the Loneliness. I'm pretty sure that is the Wisdom one, and let's just say that for his speed is actually pretty decent. I can actually show you, I can get back to that really quick. I can actually show you guys, just to give you a kind of a what's going to be going on here. His speed, if I can remember correctly, is like 250 something. If it's a little bit more than that, then yeah, but if it's, I'm pretty sure it's like 250 something. You know, no, never mind, it's 265. So his speed, he has really big speed. Like, I mean, he's pretty damn fast. The only thing is that you guys can remember about his jutsu, which that jutsu is amazing, by the way, and that's one reason why I was running him on the team, because what you want to do with this guy, well, seeing as he actually was, you kind of could put him in the first slot. That way he was going to get a chakra right at the beginning, and I think he starts with 4 chakras. So like you would get him another chakra, and that would be 5. And then if there was any chakra on the field, whether it be the medium or large, you would either get 2 or 3 chakra off that. So you would literally, depending on what it was, you would be at literally 7 chakra, and then the next turn coming around, you would seriously be at 8 chakra, enough to do that fireball, bomb blast dance, and you'd be able to literally hit everyone, and it does massive amount of damage on everyone. So yeah, that's what you would kind of do for him. If you can even switch him out, and that way he doesn't get hit and taken out, and then put him back in next turn coming up, and he would literally just do absolute work. That's what you would really do for him. So the only thing that kind of makes sense for them to probably do, seeing as he is really fast, is they're probably going to nerf his speed, and which does suck. The fact that they're going to nerf his speed, probably that's the only thing I could possibly say, because it is speed adjustment. They're not going to make him faster. So yeah, they're probably going to do that. And a lot of these other cards are any of these cards that is actually slow, because I don't have like Datara. I think Datara is kind of slow, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's kind of slow. He may not be slow, but if I remember correctly, I think he was kind of slow. So yeah, they could possibly, you know, buff his speed to where and make him actually a better unit. But the kind of Obito thing kind of didn't really do anything on that one. I mean, that was kind of weird. Another one is, as you can actually see right here, is Gaara. Jutsu ceiling effect. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to nerf that. By the way, this is only for the Ninja World Clash. This isn't an effect of the cards that you actually, you know, have and use on raids or anything like that. It doesn't affect it that way. It's just for a Ninja World Clash that they're doing this for. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're probably going to reduce the rate of his Jutsu ceiling. I'm pretty sure of that, just for the simple fact that, like, I was using them, and there's only rare times that I didn't, you know, seal the jutsu for all the people that I was hitting with the jutsu. There was rare times. Tayuya, she's both, actually there's all three of them. All three of them's there. I know the skill one is really good for sealing jutsu. So yeah, Kakashi immobilization effects. There's like I said, a lot of these can be getting buffs, nerfs. Not all of them can be getting nerfed. You know what I'm saying? But like, all I'm saying is that they were actually really good. Some of these are really good. So some of them are like the ones that are really good are probably the ones getting really nerfed, and then the ones that aren't that good are probably getting buffed. Let's just put it that way. And so for the healing and strengthening, and you can kind of see that there's not a lot. There's only 4 people: Minato, Tobirama, Sesshoui. They're like, I'm pretty sure maybe the Minato is probably the one that's going to get nerfed. I would say, because I don't see that many people using that Haku. If they are, then hey, but I may be missing out on a good, decent card, because I don't think I have him. But he's, like I said, some of these cards are probably getting nerfed heavily, and some of them are maybe getting buffed slightly, and maybe some could possibly be getting a huge buff. You could actually see on this next kind of season for the Ninja World Clash. There's probably be a lot of different formations going on. Maybe some people still run the same formations and see how they kind of go, see if there's like a real big difference or not. But for right now, it looks like they're kind of going into these seasons where we're exploiting, certain, cards put together with their links and all that stuff. They're kind of going to be like, okay, so everybody's running the same thing all the time, and it's kind of not fair to the people that don't summon and get these actual really good units. So they're kind of either making some of these really like 4-star, 5-star cards like better enough to kind of compete. But either way, even though they're nerfing the effects of what they actually have, the stats are still there. So think of it that way. The stats are still there. It's just that the effects are really getting diminished or buffed a little bit. So I would possibly say maybe run your team maybe a couple times, see if it still works the way you like, and after that, if it doesn't, then probably adjust to see everything, because it looks like they really don't want you to run the same team over and over and over, and kind of looking at it the free-to-play aspect of like, okay, so these free-to-play players can't beat these big time people that summon and have all the best cards. They can't really beat them, so they kind of want to penalize them for being free to play and not having deep pockets enough to really summon on everything. So that's probably one big thing right there that they're probably looking at. They're trying to correct their mistakes and at least try to like fix their stuff, because this isn't a rant or anything like that. This is just me giving you the guys the information of the bursts, well, the bursts, perfect, the buffs and the nerfs that are literally going on in the game, and that way you kind of can get adjusted and realize, okay, so if this combination isn't going to work, maybe I can go ahead and see if one of these 5 stars that maybe do get buffed is going to work a little bit better, and maybe I can switch my team out, maybe my team look a little bit different. But I'm actually glad to see that they're kind of still, you know, working out a lot of things, and they kind of don't want the game just to be like, okay, you only have this car, so you won't be able to compete with these guys whenever you run into them. You already like, it's like you already know it's an automatic L. Like they don't want it to kind of be like that. They want it to be like, okay, you still have a fighting chance going up against these guys. Like the stats may not be there, but you know, with the effects that's going on, you may have a chance to actually have a better chance to, you know, a sealing a jutsu or immobilization or, you know, something like that. I think they're kind of giving it, you know, free-to-play players a bigger chance to do anything. So one thing I could possibly say, shots fired, Dokkan Battle, y'all got you need to do something about that, because right now pay to play is literally dominating the game, and free to play is kind of just like, so that's one thing that I'm kind of glad that Dokkan Battle doesn't have any, you know, multiplayer like this, because I don't think they would be able to get it right just right now. So this is really good. Some of these cards, like I said, everyone's probably going to be upset about, seeing as some probably going to get nerfed and some probably getting buffed. But other than that, I can show you guys my Phantom Castle right now, because I think I have 135, yeah, 135 wins right now. I still got to go ahead and do this a little bit more. I did take 1L, hashtag 1L if you made it to this part right now, hashtag 1L in the comment section below. But I can show you guys where I'm at, 8,338, and I did take pretty much yesterday off because I had family come in and I wanted to spend time with family, so I really didn't, you know, do anything at all on this game. So like this team, I'm telling you, this team right here that I'm taking in is literally no L's taken, like except for one, and it was because I was lazy. I didn't do my jutsu because I thought I could beat him, and if I didn't, it literally would have been 136 so far and none. So yeah, that would have been my damn KD. But yeah, guys, you guys can let me know in the comment section below how you guys are feeling about these buffs, these nerfs. What cards do you hope are getting buffed and hope aren't getting, you know, nerfed too much? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'm out. Peace. We'll get the triple XP for the quest on that one. So if you're waiting for that and you just haven't done it yet, yeah, definitely you're only going to be able to do one, like literally one summon, which is kind of sucky, but at the same time it is a lot of orbs.